Advice I would give to my younger self, I would just tell him it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be good, and enjoy the now, enjoy the moment, be where your feet are. All that other stuff that you're like getting so hopped up about, it doesn't really matter. I'm Brad Wing, born in Melbourne, Australia, living in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I don't want to tell you my age. And I'm the punter for the San Antonio Brahmas. So I grew up in Australia, growing up playing sports, was in a big sports family, mom, dad, little brother. My introduction into American football was through my dad. So my dad had a little stint punting. He went over and played in the NFL Europe, and then he was on the preseason squad for the Detroit Lions. So he was the one that kind of introduced American football to me. In Australia, I had been playing Australian rules football for my whole life, and that was my love. And anyone that knows that game knows that kicking is like the primary skill in that game. So I've been kicking a football since I could literally like balance myself. I didn't really know much about American football, a little bit here and there, but once my dad kind of, came up with this idea, I looked into it and then found the punter position was literally perfect for what I'd been doing. So that just was like a perfect storm. So I got here in 2009, did my senior year of high school at Parkview Baptist in Baton Rouge. From there, got recruited to LSU. From LSU, went on, had a little stint at the Steelers, then went to 4 years at the Giants. In 2018, I got cut from the New York Giants. I kind of knew it was coming low-key. I didn't have a great year. I was kind of not where I should have been mentally. And then when I got cut from there, I kind of thought, man, no one's gonna really pick me up after the year I just had. So that was a real tough time. I think about 2 years passed, and I didn't realize it had been 2 years. And it was just watching a football game with my son. And I thought, man, I feel a lot better now about my situation. Like I said, time had passed from being cut from the Giants, and I thought, my body's healthy. I need to do this while I still can. I've been trying to raise my son right, tell him, be a man of your word, don't quit, you gotta do all this, do that, and I wasn't doing that myself. So I thought, man, it's time to really practice what I'm preaching if I want him to look up to me and listen to me. So that was really the driving factor is for my son, and then just really own it to the game to close it out right. And this game's been great to me, it's changed my life. So my opportunity here in the UFL, I just want to close out the chapter of football the right way. This is my 3rd year with the Brahmas, and this year for sure, even though we've only had a handful of practices, one thing I've noticed that stand out separate to other years is the energy of the team. All the guys seem super excited to be here, get back to work. Obviously, having Coach Wade Phillips, man, is just a blessing. He is a superstar in the game of football, man, Dallas royalty. So just being with him every day, being able to go to work with someone like him, just pick his brain, all the years he's had in this game, the experience, the people he's been around, coaches, players. I feel like that is just an unbelievable resource to take advantage of. And we got some unfinished business. We owe Birmingham a little get back, so we're excited to get out there. Back in 2017, and this has a lot to do with me being a New York Giant at the time. Everyone knows Nicki Minaj, queen of New York rap. I saw she followed me on Instagram, and I figured, she's a Giants fan, so that kind of makes sense. Even though crazy, I did freak out, have a little moment, call mom and dad, Nicki just followed me, whatever. I had put up like a video with one of her songs in the background. It was like a workout video. And then she commented on the video, and she said, "I have a surprise for you." The surprise ended up being her shouting me out in a song. And then about 6 months after that, she calls me and says, "We need you and your friend," talking about Odell, "to be in a music video." I got to sit on a bed on the beach, treated like a video vixen. We were there for like 2 or 3 hours, and I got to high five Ariana Grande. The music video is called Bed by Ariana and Nicki. Go check that out. Fast forward to like a little bit before the end, got a little cameo for your boy in there.